Good morning, Dopey. Or good afternoon, Dopey. Welcome to Good Morning, Dopey, our deep yet shallow dive into the daily reflections. My name is Dave. I'm in the Dopey studio. I miss Howie. It's almost over. We need to get Howie in this thing. Before we end. Howie never would have had it be this slack. Place is a wreck. There's shorts everywhere. Clothing on the floor. No theme song. I was going to sing the theme song, but that just seems like a waste of time. Good morning, Dopey. The Yahtzee, the Blow. Your favorite podcast. Now a hit YouTube show. All right. I didn't do yesterday's. I put up the 17th yesterday. So I'm going to do yesterday's and then I'm going to do today. Feel pretty good. To be honest with you. I had this delicious breakfast taco. Me and Linda went out for breakfast tacos, went to a meeting, doing work, crossing things off the list. So things are pretty good. Got new socks, Costco Puma socks, I highly recommend. And never buying fancy socks again because I lose them and then I don't have the match for the socks. It's making me crazy. I have an idea to make a partnership with Stance Socks. Have them make some fancy fucking socks instead of my Chinese socks. Anyway, let's just do this. Yesterday was October 18th, an open mind. True humility and an open mind can lead us to faith. My alcoholic thinking led me to believe that I could control my drinking, but I couldn't. When I came to AA, I realized that God was speaking to me through the group. My mind was open just enough to know that I needed his help. A real, honest acceptance of AA took more time, but with it came humility. I know how insane I was, and I am extremely grateful to have my sanity restored to me and to be a sober alcoholic. The new sober me is a much better person than I ever could have been without AA. Yeah, great. It's like, duh. Shit is like, yeah, of course. Yes. Be humble. Have an open mind. Your life will be better. I agree. It's an amazing daily reflection. You want to hear something embarrassing? I went to pick up Susan after school yesterday, and this lady, she's probably going to watch this, lovely woman who's a grandmother of one of Susan's friends, says, "Oh, I saw your podcast." And I was like, "What do you mean you saw my podcast?" She's like, "On YouTube." She thought Good Morning Dopey was my podcast. This is not the podcast. If you're watching this and you think this is my podcast, it's not my podcast. My podcast is called Dopey. It's much better than this. This is just this dumb thing I decided to do. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, let's get to the today. AA's main taproot. The principle that we shall find no enduring strength until we first admit complete defeat is the main taproot from which our whole society has sprung and flowered. And this is going to be on YouTube forever. Forever. Unless I guess I could take down 365 daily reflections out of fear of somebody thinking I was too spiritual. Anyway, defeated in knowing it, I had arrived at the doors of AA, alone and afraid of the unknown. A power outside of myself had picked me up off my bed, guided me to the phone book, then to the bus stop, and through the doors of Alcoholics Anonymous. Once inside AA, I experienced a sense of being loved and accepted, something I had not felt since early childhood. May I never lose the sense of wonder I experienced on that first evening with AA, the greatest event of my entire life. Yeah, I could pretend to get up for this. I feel good at my meeting. Like, I feel well liked, and I like the people in my meeting, and that's awesome. But my first AA meeting was definitely not the greatest event of my life, whereas AA did save my life. But that meeting, come on, give me a break. How could that be the greatest event of my entire life? Power outside of myself had picked me up off my bed, guided me to the phone book. What's the thing that they say in The Lion King? Hakuna Matata. There's another one for this. Just need to relax. My higher power there's a lot of debate about this kind of thing. My higher power has me be snarky sometimes. My higher power keeps me impatient, and people connect all sorts of meaning to everything. I'm not one of those people. I think everything happens because it happens. So, did my higher power take me to AA this morning? Sure. Did my higher power used to take me to score heroin? I think so, in the same exact way. I think that's just the way shit goes. Is my life less encumbered with bullshit when I am sober and I do the next right thing and I'm trying to be of service and I'm more mindful of my beautiful life where I can have breakfast tacos with Linda? 100%. In the words of Kung Fu Panda, yesterday is history. Was that what it is? Yesterday is history. The future is a mystery, which is why we call today the present, because it is a gift. Namaste. Tomorrow we'll read comments. Howard Beach Bucksbound will be back soon. And I promise you it will not be as good as you think it will be. Stay strong, everybody, and fucking toodles for Chris.